China refused to help Russia bypass sanctions, even though the Russian party urged Beijing to help a near and dear partner. However, the Chinese leadership wants to expand aid to Russia without violating Western sanctions and has set limits on what it will do, according to Chinese and U.S. officials. Moscow at least twice lobbied Beijing to offer new forms of economic support. There have been talks, which a Chinese official described as tense. Officials familiar with the talks spoke on the condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of the issue. They declined to reveal details of Russia's demands, but the officials said they included maintaining trade commitments until the February 24 invasion of Ukraine, as well as financial and technological support, which is currently under sanctions by the U.S. and other countries. China explained its position on the situation in Ukraine and on sanctions against Russia, said a person in Beijing with first-hand knowledge of the talks. We understand the difficult situation in Moscow, but we cannot ignore our situation in this dialogue. China will always act in the interests of the Chinese people. During the first round of sanctions after February 24, the United States and more than 30 other countries imposed strict controls on exports of strategic technology goods to Russia, including semiconductors, information security, telecommunications systems, electronics, and computers. While Western countries have already severely restricted exports of military or dual-use technologies to Russia, the new restrictions have opened a new avenue for the use of export controls as a sanctions tool. Russia's aerospace and automobile industries suffered the most. The country's flagship airline project, the long-haul MS-21 civilian aircraft, has been delayed. The national automaker Avtovaz is facing an ongoing crisis in the supply of electronic components. The Moscow Metro's Troika cards may no longer work, as the delivery of chips from the Dutch company, NXP, was halted due to restrictions. Even the Uravanzavod, a Russian manufacturer of armored vehicles, stopped producing tanks because it ran out of foreign parts. It is reported that the Russian military is forced to use PC chips from dishwashers and refrigerators in some military equipment. The impact very quickly shows that the industries did not envision such extensive use of export controls as a sanctions tool and did not envision the need to substitute imported goods in advance.